wasn't staged at all. Greetings and salutations, my fellow Americans. Today, I'm working on a project in my garage, as you can see. Of course, it's easy to see there is a vehicle right here. But we're working on a little project that I started earlier. I have a saw, got a new saw for Christmas, sitting over there. Nice saw, and I already built the saw table a while ago, this table. And I need to add an extra shelf to store that saw, and possibly this saw. But I thought it'd be nice to have all my saws in one place. And this table I built a while ago goes along with my bench. So, I'm going to add a shelf down here to put one of the saws while the other saw's on top. One saw's on the top, the other one's on the bottom. And then I'm going to later create another shelf for my circular saw. So, to go on the bottom. So, this is what we're doing for now. Here we go. I'm going to try to put you over my shoulder. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not very good at doing camera work yet. This is the beginning. All right. You should now see my workbench. Okay, let's just readjust this a little bit more. Let's get you straightened out. So, I already have mitered some pieces to fit onto the saw, and I got the dimensions by measuring the table that I'm working on, and I cut them so that they're going to fit right in between the 2x4, so I'll show that once we get there. For now, I'm going to staple these two together temporarily, or attempt to. Yeah, didn't work this. Yeah. So, as we have now seen, I do not know how to do this. I did it easy when no one was watching. There we go. Let's try this again. I'm just trying to temporarily staple these two together so that I can screw them together and they won't be moving. So, here we go. There we go. Finally got one. And I got another. As you can see, these have been stapled. Not very well, but well, let's try that again. That's why a pair of pliers is handy. Let's try this again. Okay. Well, that's better. Now let's flip this thing over and see if we can get this to match a little better. There. Okay. Seems to match okay. Miter cuts are tricky because you have to get them matched just right, and a lot of the times the boards you buy these days, the very expensive 2x4s, are really warped these days. I went ahead and looked for some 2x4s, and I saw it $7 to $9 a board, and I swear they were under $5 about 8 months ago, the last time I bought boards. So yeah, we've got that going on for us, which is nice. Let's see, let's try this one right here. That's not one of them. Let's try this again. I did write left and right on them, L and R, so I didn't get them mixed up, because the 2x4s on the stand aren't exactly the same. This length is just a touch like a 1/4 of an inch longer than this board to fit inside, because this is going inside the 2x4s, and I'll show you that when I put it together, when we test fit. But first I want to get these together, and then I'm going to screw them together. And as you can see, it's not fitting perfectly. This is all because these boards are warped, and that's what you got to deal with. You pay good money for garbage wood. It's just the way it is these days. Okay, I'm going to just try to prop that up, and we'll do some more stapling. Let's see. I've never done this before. This is the first time I've tried it. It seems to be working. Of course, we're so warped at this point. It is not good. But I'm going to try to get it together first, then I'm going to figure out the rest. So, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. I got to figure out. I think this board is the culprit. But we're going to get it together first, and then we're going to screw it together. And when that's done, yeah, we're going to just hold it together first. And I've said before, I am not a professional working on these things. I'm just an average Joe who's built a few things over the years, but I haven't done that much. I built a few projects. But this is working pretty darn good, and I've never tried it before. I've thought of it, but I've never tried it. So, staple gun's a really nice tool to have. Very nice tool. And another tool you gotta have is a portable drill. I prefer DeWalt. This is not an endorsement because I don't have an endorsement. But I've had good luck with DeWalt tools. They've been a very solid tool for me. And for the price, they're not as expensive as a lot of the other professional tools are. Okay. Now, we'll just release this. And I'll find my... there it is. Okay, we'll put this together. All right. Well, if you think this is like paint drying, I can always paint the thing afterwards and have you watch it dry. That'd probably be just as interesting what I'm doing right now. Especially if you've done stuff like this. This just lots of practice. Let's see. Now, I'm also using expensive deck screws because I've used the regular Phillips head and I've had them strip out so much. It's worth the money to avoid the stress using regular Phillips, which strip out all the time. And these are I forget the name of them, but they're not Phillips heads. They're, see if we can focus in. They're I forgot the name of them, but they're a lot more sturdy than Phillips heads. They strip out right away. Got to be careful not to crack this. You get too close to the edge, and it will end up splitting. I do have pocket screw set, but I haven't used it before. And for this project, it's really not needed. Sounds like my drill is dying. I do have another battery. Hopefully it's charged. That is not a guarantee in this house with me at all. Actually, it's looking okay. It's warped, which I knew it would be because I'm using crap wood, but you know, that's the way it goes. Unless you're Adam Savage and you have some decent amount of money, you can buy good quality materials. You end up with this, the real man, everyday man, wood, which is garbage. Okay. Yeah. It's about time. I'll be right back. All right, grabbing the next. Okay, let's hope this battery pack is good. No guarantees. Yes, it's charged. Woohoo! We have charging. I'm pretty good at charging my tools up, but pre-drilling my holes, because that's another thing I learned. If you don't want screws to strip out, pre-drill your holes. It's a little more work, but it saves you a ton of problems in solves you a ton of problems. So, there we go. Finally got it. Oh, I'm not breaking this up into separate shots because I don't know how to edit yet. Once I learn how to edit, there'll be a lot of this. A lot of this edited out, and it'll be a little bit less boring maybe. Let's see. Now this one, it has tended to slit a little. Maybe I need to take it out. It was not lined up all the way. Well, it was lined up, but not good. Let's see here. I will get, these two are lined up okay. Let's get the two on this side done first, and then we'll try to fix this. Good luck, right? This side looks okay. Okay, done. And cracked. That happens. Now, if we can just get, thank goodness I'm on my tool bench, which means I have all my tools handy. So I can try to pull these out of here. Now, staples are handy, but they can also be, yeah, when you have to pull them out, that's why you need a good wrench, a good pair of pliers, a really heavy duty pair of pliers. I use those all the time. Ooh. And it flew onto the ground. Well, I'll sweep that under the rug next. So, let's see. Let's get the other side. Of course, I put like 15 staples on this side. Okay, that one. Okay, finally got all those loose. Having a very heavy duty pair of pliers is a lifesaver for things like this. There we go. Now, let's see. Get my drill back. I'm getting the feeling though that this is already going to be hard to move maneuver because of course the boards are warped. Yeah, you're not going to get a really clean fit. Good luck with that. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this up a little. Okay, now. There, I think I got a tight fit on there. Managed not to drive the screw into my hand, but it still slid a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. One more screw. Of course, it doesn't look perfect, but this is for a tool bench. I was building furniture. For somebody, and it's supposed to look nice, that's a different thing. So, there we go. I think we got it together. I'm going to zoom us out. And I'm going to try to fit it into the stand. Just to see if it fits. If I did all this work for nothing, which is typical. I always have to undo stuff. Like I said before, not professional. Okay. Here we go. Let's bend this